What up, peeps? Happy Sunday. It's about 8:02. We're about 2 minutes down, Mike. We're about 2 minutes down. But other than that, we're here. So what's been going on in your world, man?
Hey, man, not a whole lot, man. You know, just been busy doing other things, man. That's we took a little hiatus, just want everybody to know. We took a little hiatus from our podcast because we both had some special things to do and get into.
Right.
We're back now. We'll try to be more consistent because that's what we preach, consistency. So you know, how's it going in your world, and what we got going today?
Man, life is good. You know, today I just want to talk a little bit about different meals, different types of little snacks you can put together when it comes down to meal planning. And you know, I have one meal planning dish that's been perfect, and I love every second of it. Basically, it's called chicken meatballs, and it's unbelievable. But those of you who are watching, if you're interested, just go down in the description, and it's right there in the description, and it just kind of give you an idea of what's all there. But let me tell you, man, if you're on the go and you're looking to have some lean chicken along with some other mixtures of things in it, and then you just put them on a foil pan with the foil cover paper. You spread down and you let it cook for like 20 to 25 minutes. You can make as many chicken balls as you want to take with you, but you know, you can make them as big as you want, small as you want. But I always think it's always good at least take the grams you need for what the meal plan that you're trying to bring into it. But this allows you to kind of take more items with you to get the food instead of having one full chicken breast or one full meal going on. But I'm gonna give you a little of the ingredients real quick, people. It's 2 pounds of ground turkey, 1 whole egg, 3 cups of grated Parmesan cheese, 3/4 cups of breadcrumbs, Italian seasoning, garlic salt, and pepper. You preheat the oven for 350. Put all the stuff in the bowl, mix them up, make your little balls, put them on the foil paper, the aluminum foil paper, spray them down a little bit, of course, so they don't stick, and let them cook for 20 to 25 minutes. And oh my God, dude, it's been the best sharing of a dish that I've had in a long time, and I'm enjoying every second of it. And of course, if you really want to make it nasty, just put in a little salt-free ketchup with it and some mustard or something like that. Woo!
Sound like you've been cooking on Gordon Ramsay's show, man.
Oh man,
a little concoction up, that little mixture right there.
Yeah, no, this was turned on to me, man, and I appreciate it. And it's just been one of my go dishes. I have other. Do you have any dish that you like?
You know, my go-to, man, is similar, kind of not. I don't make the meatballs, man, because
right.
But I do bison meat, ground bison. Okay. And I you did a cooking thing. I seen one of your posts about a month ago. But I do the ground bison, and I season it with low sodium taco seasoning.
Right.
And it's quick. It doesn't take that long. I do 2 pounds, and then I break it up into probably about 8 to 10 ounces, so I can get anywhere between 50 to 55 grams of protein with the meal. And that's my go-to because it's quick. And people out there, man, try to find something that what Rob's saying, what he's doing is quick. It's something that you can take with you, you can bring with you. Find something that's quick, that you like, that's a healthier fit for you, that doesn't take a long time. Because when you're in the kitchen and you start getting bored in the kitchen, you start getting tired, then what happens at the beginning? What do we do, Rob? We're all gung-ho making those meals. Then all of a sudden we get a little tired, we get a little lazy. I ain't gonna lie, we straight up here get a little lazy. Then I'm like, man, I ain't trying to do all that. So my go-to, and I'm doing it right now. That's what I've been doing lately. Is either my lean. I'll go lean bison, my lean bison meat, or I'll go a lean ground beef like you do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take that long, man. And then I'll do some green beans, a couple of green beans with it. And one of my meals, I might have some jasmine or white rice or even brown rice.
Yeah.
So that's a nice you know, and you know, it tastes good, it has flavor to it, and it's nothing that's, you know, that's when you use it and do it over and over, you kind of
Sure.
get, you can make a bowl or something with it, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I always try to say simplicity creates really good behavior, right? So another thing that I enjoy doing a lot, and I know a lot of people out there are probably eating a lot of eggs, egg whites and stuff like that, but I've learned to make muffin eggs. And basically it's similar to the chicken meatballs, except this time you're actually using a 12 muffin pan. You know what I mean? So you put in your half a cup of eggs, and you throw in maybe say two ounces of ground turkey. You put in your bell pepper, you put in some soda, you put all your spices that you really like, jalapeno, whatever you want, and then just cook like 24 of them at one time. Now you got these little muffin eggs that you can have for people who don't want to cook every morning, or they don't want to prep for 3 days. This is allow you to cook things all at one time, and you just grab it and go. And it's also good when you open your fridge, you can just grab something to eat right then and there. If that's
and
the
it
case.
sounds like you got all your all your stuff in there. You got your your protein,
Yeah,
your eggs, and your
yeah,
and your meat, man.
yeah,
That's good. Yeah,
yeah,
I've done some similar stuff like that, and
yeah,
it works out. Like you said, it's all about being simple.
yeah,
And people don't get that. You know, sometimes people think, okay, so now I'm on this fitness program, and you can attest to this, Rob. Now I gotta go hardcore. I gotta go like this. I tell people, and I'll always go back to what you say. Start taking certain things out of your meals, and
right.
then you go from there. Don't go so hardcore at first unless you're getting ready to compete. And most,
Sure.
I say 90% of us is not competing, you know.
Right.
So in
Yeah.
order to lose weight, you know, gain muscle, be lean, those are the things you have to do, you know.
Yeah.
Meal preparation. I'm off, you know, and when you talk about go to, I also I start going when I want to lean out a little bit more, I do more fish, you know.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go more fish, and the fish it cook, it doesn't take really that long to cook. You know, I'm an air fry guy now, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like to,
Yeah. Everybody's using that now, even for their fish. But it's so funny you mentioned that about the fish and everything, because back in the day, and I'm starting to implement it now since I do want to compete, is that your quickest change, if you ate 6 weeks of your vegetables with chicken or fish, and that's what you eat, it's something you have to want to do. But if you do that for 6 weeks, you can be ready for anything at that point in time. The bottom line is this, is that we used to have what we call photo shoot week. And you want to make sure you're ready for the photo shoot at the end of the month, at the end of the week or 2 weeks or whatever it may be. And then we would just eat ground chicken or just regular chicken breast with vegetables only. I wasn't a big fish guy until I got into the bodybuilding world, but it would just allows you to like instantly lose all of that bloatingness, the extra fat that you're taking in and stuff like that, which will allow your body to, of course, make the change. Now, we already know that don't just happen magically. You still got to do the cardio. You still got to train. You still got to do all the things that are necessary. Yeah. So, but
glad you
it's
put that
definitely,
disclaimer in there.
yeah. It's definitely easy to lose the weight, people, if you just say, you know what, I'm going to do this for 4 weeks and that's it. And I'm going to go with my vegetables, which is good for you. And I'm going to eat my chicken or my fish, which is even better for you. Ground turkey has a little bit more fat in it. So you have to really be careful on how much ground turkey you're taking in. I really like ground turkey, and I enjoy doing it on my carb up days, like having pasta and spaghetti. In a sense, some people call it that, but with ground turkey and a little, tomato basil sauce. And that way you can kind of get a couple carb up days and then go back to your norm. I mean, rice is good. Brown rice is good. Some people are very sensitive to that and they blow it out. So, I always try to find something that's going to actually work fine with my tummy so that I can still trim down a little bit real quickly.
Right. I remember, I don't know if you remember, I'm a few years older than you, I had a birthday. I'm on Medicare now.
Yeah.
So, hey, I had this guy, man, he was doing, back in there, they were playing with meal plans. This is way back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, tuna packed in water, and that would be your meal with some vegetables and stuff, man. And
Dude, I ate so much damn tuna in my life. When I see it, I throw up. So
you
you
remember
know
that?
what I mean?
Yeah,
Eating
see,
out of
yeah,
the old plan was this: you cut your top, and then you let cold water run on top. You keep squeezing it until all the sodium is out. Then you
yeah.
just eat that shit dry with a cracker or some shit. Now, I've been hardcore like that, but I'm past that point now. I will go with the canned chicken. Canned chicken is really good, people.
I just
Canned
wanted to bring,
chicken.
I just wanted to bring that memory back to you, man. Because you like me, I'm like, man. I look at a
Yeah.
tuna can now, I'll be like, oh.
I don't even want tuna. I don't want none that even smell like tuna.
Right.
But the bottom line is that ground chicken, the canned chicken
Yeah.
with mustard and a little whatever the salsa you want to put into it. That is like the bomb dish, man, for me. That's
But
a
see, that's what I like about you, bro. See, what he says is he's giving you flavor, because some people say, oh, yeah, don't put anything in your food, just bland. You can't go that route. Plus you need the minerals from the salts and the things anyway.
Yeah. And especially if you're a big sweater. If you sweat a lot, you need to have some type of sodium in your system. But I will share, Mike, is that there's enough sodium in our foods now that we cook that we don't really have to add that much. So what Michael is telling you guys, people, is that don't go out and get the salt shaker and kind of go all over. I mean, you're talking 2 good shakes, and that should be enough of extra sodium on your meal. Now, you may want to go 4 or 5 shakes if you're cooking in boiling water or in your hot pot or whatever the case may be, but don't indulge in that sodium, because that's where the high blood pressure comes from, especially for us Black people. You know what I mean? Stay away from that sodium.
Look like we got a question. We look like we got a question, man, right here.
Ooh, what is they saying? I show chat. I don't see it.
What's an easier person? What's easier person and is easier to coach or train? What person is easier to coach or train? Someone who can diet but a hassle to work out, or someone to diet but always down to work out? Caveat: you can always talk them into it.
Yeah, I prefer never ever to train someone who's a hassle. And the reason being is that over the 40 years I've done this game, I think I may have fired 3 people. And the 3 people I fired was because they was a hassle. The eating stuff come into play when they start to see slight changes anyways. They go, oh my God, I feel so much better. I'm stronger. And then as a coach, you continue to say, now, if you just add this one little bit to it, this is going to change your life forever, right? And so it's kind of easy to kind of coach people to the water and make them drink. But someone who's a hassle, I prefer. I have too much passion for what I do than to have someone who's coming to give me a headache every time they come in. Good question, Harmon. Good question.
I'm Harmon Warhol TV.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna answer. Here's my answer. Yeah, I'm right with you on that, and I'm gonna tell you a little story. When I was really training a whole bunch of people, man, I was in Southern California back then. I had a coworker who she wanted to work out, and awesome lady, get in the gym. All she did was complain. We got to do this today. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing this? And it got to the point where I said, hey, I wrote her a check, gave her money back.
Yeah, here's your shit.
This shit on your own.
Yeah.
And you know, so about a week later, man, she came back to me and said, hey, you know what, Mike, I won't even say anything. I need you to work me out. And she did, man, and her physique changed, and it was one of the best people I had. But it was like, hey, it was so negative. And you know, think about it, you know, when you've been training people and she might be the next to your last person, and you're already like you're tired and you're competing at the same time. You low on your meals because you know. And now here comes negative Nelly. Just I What? How many more we got to do? How many more?
Yeah.
I'm like, no. And it got
You
to that
gotta
point,
go.
man.
Yeah.
And we were good friends. I'm like, hey, but you know what? And when I gave her that check back and told her, hey, bye.
Yeah.
And she thought about it, came back. And then after that, man, she'd come work out, wouldn't say a thing, would work out hard, go and did the meal plan. And like I said, she's probably one of my best all-time clients after that. But when you talk about working somebody out and dealing with that, like you said, even people that's not dieting, they're going to see some changes just because they're consistent in doing something.
Absolutely.
And then they'll get into it. But somebody that's over there that's complaining all the time, man, it wears on you, man.
Yeah, it does. It does, because the thing is, I told a lady that I got rid of, I go, here's the deal. I come here every day in really good spirit, and you seem to like take that energy away from me. I should say that I allow you to take that energy away from me, because I cannot be your therapist and your coach and everything else. And I understand you got some issues going on out there. I said, but you know what? You have affected my entire day for the last time. And we've talked about it, and I share with you what was going on, but it's not being clear to you. So I'm going to tell you this, is that I can no longer service you dealing with this issues you got going on outside of here. And once you get that all clear, you can maybe come back, but my spots fill really fast. So just holler at me. And so watching from San Diego, what's up, Mike?
That's Nick.
That's
Davis.
Nick Davis.
That's an old teammate of mine
from
Purdue.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Nick, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. But so yeah, man, it's one of those things that, I'm sure you share the same thing with all of your clients, is that I first want to build a relationship with you as a person. Then we dive into the fitness world, and then we dive into some personal stuff if you just want to share those things and just be a part of what you're here for, because you come to me for a reason. I'm going to make sure you have all of my attention, no matter what's going on in my world. I'm going to give you all of my attention. So it's important that you absorb what I'm saying, because I want you to get better. I want you to be my billboard. I don't want you to be someone that I'm having hassles with. But it is what it is. Everything you do now, somebody either want a bargain. Can you give me a deal? Why do we train this way? I always say, when you go to the hospital, do you tell a doctor what you want done to you? Or do you just kind of listen and get better, and then you can ask questions? I said, because you come to us for a reason.
Yeah, man. I get people, man, they be like, hey, I need you to. I'm like, see, just because you know me, some people, that's some of the worst people to me. They're fishing for that. Hey, no, we give out free stuff online. We do that. But if you want my personal attention and you want me to work you out and everything, it ain't gonna be free. And it's my time, it's my knowledge, and obviously you need it because you're asking. But don't try to cheat me when you don't cheat nobody else.
Don't take me for granted.
Yeah,
don't take me for granted.
You won't do that to a stranger when you're at the store buying some stuff. But let alone now you want to come, hey, for your health, which is the most important thing. But now you want it on a discount rate. And I know you go through it all the time, and people hit you up. Hey, like I said, for two guys that have the experience we got, and the things that we give you guys for free, and even some of the knowledgeable things. And I've been putting out workouts, so every so often you'll see I'm posting workouts, so give people an idea so they can see it, they can do it. You have you have your app, you have a lot of go-to things that people can refer to. So when we talk about that, man, I tell people, man, look, hey, my time is valuable. If I'm gonna spend, because like you said, I'm gonna be, when it's me and you'll be the most important thing that's gonna be right there for that 30, 45 minutes, hour, however long it's gonna be.
That's right. So anyways, Pete, now you see what we're talking about. And Harmon, you started this, so we appreciate you, brother. But we're gonna get back to our eating habits. And we feel as though eating as a pro To be honest with you, I'm an IFBB Pro, but what I want to say, to be honest with you, is this: is that we all have those moments where we go up off the track, right? And some people will ask, so how can you do that and still stay in shape? It is because it happens every once in a while, not all the time. So if you have someone out there who you have as a coach and they have confronted with you that they don't understand meal planning and stuff like that, but they can refer you, that's a good coach. Just don't take any cookie cutter meal plan from someone just because they're your coach. Please let them know what you're allergic to. Let them know all of the things that upset your tummy. Even when you get a meal plan and you find that something is upsetting you, text your coach, call your coach, let them know that this is not working with your system, and constantly have them check your body weight. Constantly have them check your body fat. Constantly have them check your water intake. All those things matter in weight loss, plus energy source, plus feeling good about what your changes are. So planning your meals, as Mike had said before, your meals have to be planned, because if they're not, you're planning to fail. So that's the bottom line. You got to plan your meal plan. And it's so simple, because in the world of fitness, Mike, you can testify to this, is that in the world of fitness, there's only a certain choices of foods that we eat. And it's because we eat for fuel, not because we need a Whataburger or we need a Dairy Queen shake, or we need something that's going to get us to like kill that craving. You know what my craving is? I like peppermint. So I'll chew on a piece of pepper. Yeah, man. I'll chew on a piece of peppermint when I'm, it's a little round candy that the grandma and grandpa used to give us. That's my killer right there. I suck on one of those and I go, okay, that killed my sweet tooth. And then, of course, like everyone else, you gotta go out and have a meal sometimes. You can't live that way all the time, because it's a serious dedication and putting yourself into something that you truly want to change. You still got to live a little bit. So don't take it all so serious. Don't be mad at yourself if you had a screw up day. Just get back on the plan and go for it. And I say this all the time: one meal, don't screw up the whole day. So if you have a bad meal, don't go, oh, well, I screwed up, so I should keep on eating, because now you're just setting yourself back. Just have that one bad meal. Yeah, for sure.
And you hit that on the head. Yeah. Don't make it a day, then a week, then a month, and then you're looking in the mirror and say, what happened to all the work that I was putting in? And people were like looking at you like, hey, you 2 months ago.
Your trainers suck.
2 months ago, the legend Robert Johnson had you in shape.
Yeah. It's funny, man, because it's so funny. The fingers get pointed at the coach. That's why I always tell my clients, please don't announce I'm your coach unless you're following what I do, because I don't want them to say, oh man, you're not making any changes.
Like, so darkness?
Yeah. So I always joke with them about that. But yeah, man, eating is a very important thing, whether you're an athlete, whether you're just eating for your health, or, if you've been ill and sick and a doctor put you on some chicken broth and all those things, you realize how, oh my God, I don't want to be eating this for the rest of my life. So at least I can eat healthy and grab some healthy choices. Right. For sure.
And what, what basically we've been saying, and Rob been saying myself, is the healthier you eat, the better you eat. It coincides with your workouts and everything. That means as you mature, as you grow older, as we grow older, because we all grow older, that means your body's in a more preventative stage. When you start getting the little ailments, when you get sick, you can recover better. When you have a surgery or an injury, you can recover better. I can attest to this, and Rob can attest to this too as well. Our recovery is a lot better at our age than a lot of people at our age group, because we are in shape, we are fit. And the thing is, like you said, Rob's a competitor. He's still competing right now. But, for me, my goal is it's just being healthier, being consistent. And that's what we try to put out there, each and every show that we do. Consistency is going to always be your key. Making sure you do, like Rob said, we can we don't go out there every day and say, hey, we're gonna be great every day. Don't get me wrong, but it's gonna be days when we're a little slower. There's gonna be days when Rob's gonna pop a couple of those peppermints. I'm gonna put a couple of Twizzlers. I'm gonna put a couple of Twizzlers in my mouth. So you know what I'm saying. So understand that. And when you understand that whole concept and you don't fall off the wagon, you still consistent, go back to what you're doing. Hey, that's the key. That's your lifestyle. That's your lifestyle.
And then, what we want to share with you guys is we do it all the time. Please go down and subscribe for us. Every time you guys subscribe, it gives us a chance to speak to more people. The other reason is that we put our headline along the bottom, fit.robertjohnsontraining.com. If you go there, you'll find this area where you can get free weight loss core training type stuff that Mike and I have put together. And it's all there, man. It's just a free information for you to find out ways to help you lose weight that will fit what you want done. And there's always more there to offer you. But Mike and I are always here to continue to receive questions, to respond to people privately, not even on here. So these are just not the people we're talking to right now. We're talking to you guys out there. You can hit us up by commenting down in the bottom there and just say, hey, look, what happens if this? What can I do for this? We're not medical doctors. We're going to put a disclaimer on that, as Mike said earlier. We're not doctors, but we can only share from my own experience the things that we've been through, and we will be honest with you. I mean, we've talked about everything from here. We talked about ED. We talked about women. We talked about kids. We talked about it all on this show. So
we have a whole gamut of conversation.
It's a no holds barred 60 Fit podcast. It's a no holds barred. We talk about everything because why? We live those lives. We've been there. I mean, some of you guys are 20. We've been there 3 times. So we get it. So feel free to ask us those questions. It's just important, man, to stay healthy. Believe in staying healthy.
And where else can they reach you, Rob?
They can reach me at the legend, as you mentioned earlier, the legend Robert Johnson on Instagram. On TikTok, I am also the same Robert 60 Fit Club, Robert Johnson there. And right here, fit.robertjohnsontraining.com. And that will take you through everything about me. But the free stuff that's in there is between Mike and I, and we got that there also. Absolutely.
And you can reach me on Instagram at House of Darkness Fitness, also at Big Darkness 59, and also on TikTok at Big Darkness. And that's how you can reach me, reach us, hit us up. Like we said, we have a plethora of years, over 60-some years of experience together. So we're giving it to you we're giving you the truths. We're not gonna sit here and BS you and blow smoke up your behinds. That's not us. So keep tuning in, keep subscribing, share the podcast with somebody, and we can up our viewership, because we want people out there to understand and know, hey, you're gonna get older, so it's time to start getting a lot fitter and a lot healthier in your lifestyle. With that being said, Rob, we got anything else?
Peace out, people. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Peace.